So now let's work on a problem. Find the zeros of x square plus 3x plus 2 and verify the relationship of zeros and the coefficients. So first let's try to find the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. Let's consider p of x equal to x square plus 3x plus 2. This is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So a is nothing but 1, b is your 3 and c is your 2. Okay. So that's step 1. Step 2, recall the factorization of polynomials. So we have to split 3x into two terms such that the sum of those two terms is equal to 3 and the product is equal to a times c. A times c is 2 times 1, which is 2. So those two terms here could be x plus 2x. So if you multiply these two terms, 2 times 1 is 2 and the product of those, which is equal to ac, which is 2 times 1, and the sum of it is equal to 2 plus 1 is 3, which is equal to your b. So this is a good factorization. Let's take x common in the first two terms and you will have x times x plus 1, plus let's take 2 common in the next two terms and you will have 2 times x plus 1. Taking x plus 1 common, you will have x plus 1 times x plus 2. So based on this, we can say the alpha of this polynomial is minus 1 and beta is minus 2, right? Because if you equate x plus 1 equal to 0, then x is nothing but minus 1. Similarly, x plus 2 is equal to 0, you will have x is nothing but minus 2, right? So these are the zeros of this polynomial. So let's take alpha as minus 1 and beta as minus 2. So you have found out the zeros of this polynomial. That was the first thing that was asked in this problem. The second thing is they are asking us to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So let's take the sum of the roots. Alpha plus beta is minus 1 plus minus 2, which is nothing but minus 3. So if you recall the relationship between the sum of the roots of a quadratic polynomial and its coefficients, you will recall that it is equal to minus b by a. So here minus b is minus 3 by a is 1. So minus 3 by 1 is minus 3. So minus 3 is equal to the sum of the roots, right? So we have successfully verified this relationship. Similarly, alpha beta is the product of the roots. So here the roots are minus 1 and minus 2. Multiply those two, you will have 2 because minus minus becomes plus. Similarly, this should be equal to c by a, right? So c here is 2 and a is 1. 2 by 1 is also 2. So hence we have successfully verified the relationship of product of the roots of a quadratic polynomial with its coefficients and constants. So now let's look at another problem. So here again we have been asked to find the roots of this quadratic polynomial and also verify the relationship. So here we have p of x is equal to x square minus 5, which is equal to ax square plus bx plus c in the general form. So a is nothing but 1. Here you don't have an x term, so b is 0 and c is minus 5. If you look at this, this is in the form of a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b times a minus b. You have already learned this in the 9th class in the algebraic identities. So you can express 5 as root 5 whole square because root 5 whole square is nothing but 5. So now this is in the form of x square minus root 5 whole square, which is nothing but a square minus b square. So you can express this as x plus root 5 times x minus root 5. So this is in the form of k times x minus beta times x minus alpha. So here k is equal to 1 and beta is minus root 5 because x plus 5 equal to 0, x equal to minus root 5. So that minus root 5 is a root of this quadratic equation. So beta is minus root 5. Similarly, x minus alpha here is equal to 0. So x becomes root 5. So alpha is root 5. Okay. So now let us verify the relationships. Sum of the roots is alpha plus beta. Root 5 minus root 5 is 0. Sum of the roots should be equal to minus b by a. Here b is 0. 0 by anything is 0. So the first relationship has been verified. Similarly, the product of the roots is root 5 times minus root 5, which is nothing but minus 5 because root 5 is 5 and you have a minus, so it becomes minus 5. So this should be equal to c by a. What is c? Minus 5. Minus 5 by 1. A is 1. So that is equal to minus 5. So even this relationship has been verified. In this way, you can calculate the roots of a quadratic equation and also verify the relationships between the roots and the coefficients and constants of that polynomial. Now let's work on another problem. We have been given the sum of the roots of a quadratic equation as minus 5 by 2 and the product of the roots is minus 2. Okay, so alpha plus beta is equal to minus 5 by 2 and alpha beta is equal to minus 2. So if you recall from the previous lecture, p of x can be expressed as k times x square minus x times alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. So here alpha plus beta is equal to minus 5 by 2. So minus 5 by 2 times minus x is nothing but actually plus 5 by 2x. So this is not minus, so this is plus. And alpha beta is minus 2, so that is minus 2. So this is nothing but k times x square plus 5x by 2 plus minus 2, right? Which is nothing but k of, if you take the LCM and do the math, it's 2x square plus 5x and minus 2 times 2 is minus 4 whole divided by 2. And this is k over here. So in order to find the quadratic equation, if we can substitute any value for k, and the resultant would be the quadratic equation whose sum of roots is equal to minus 5 by 2 and product is minus 2. So in order to just simplify, we can take k equal to 2 so that 2 and 2 gets cancelled out and we will have 2x square plus 5 plus 5x minus 4 as your quadratic equation. That will satisfy that condition by substituting different values of k. So for example, if I substitute k equal to 4, right? So this becomes 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we have to multiply the whole equation over here with 2. So this becomes 4x square plus 10x minus 8 when k is equal to 4. So in this way, you can find the quadratic equations given its sum of roots and product of roots. In the next lesson, we will look at cubic polynomials and the relationships between the roots of a cubic polynomial and its coefficients and constants.